International Champions Cup comes to Dublin. Two serial winners of their domestic titles. Spanish champions Barcelona taking on the Scottish champions Celtic, who do of course have a great heartland of support here in Ireland, and Barcelona, well, they're just universally loved, aren't they? Alongside me today is Neil McCann, and as a pre-season fixture, Neil, this is quite mouth-watering.
It is, yes. I think so many fans coming in today will be treated to the fact that Messi and Suarez start so many big names for Barcelona, not making it due to the Euros, but you know, when those two guys take the field, it is pretty special. Celtic are in a difficult situation, Rob, because of the sandwich between what is a massive game for the European Champions League qualifiers, and it's an awkward one for Brendan Rodgers, because you touched on it, the support they have here in Dublin. They have to put on a performance, they have an obligation to try and entertain these fans, but a massive game. But it's just a great experience, and I'm just like these fans, I just can't wait for it to get on.
Celtic have already commenced their involvement in the International Champions Cup, losing a penalty shootout to the English champions Leicester City. For Barcelona, it's their first game in this season's competition. Celtic, who played their previous match in the competition at home, today coming to the home dressing room here at the Aviva Stadium. And Brendan Rodgers has tried to keep a decent balance between pleasing their strong support over here. And as for Barcelona, we wondered if the big guns would be in, and they certainly have big guns here.
Yeah, and more so than that, man, in short. It's one of those ones you're hoping that he's not on the bus, because you know what damage you can do to you as an opposition player, but also as a professional, you want to pit your wits against these guys, and it's something that Owen O'Connell mentioned. To play against these types of players can only improve them. But what a day out for the fans coming here, especially young kids, to come and see these guys in the flesh.
Munir is a player who'll be hoping to have an impact at a time when it's being wondered if Barcelona do need another striker to see them through the season ahead. It's a great opportunity for him, the youngster, to prove himself. And in front of a packed stadium here as well, because Messi is inevitably box office, as is Luis Suarez, so tickets sold pretty promptly for this clash of Barcelona and Celtic as the players await to come out here. Lionel Messi wearing the captain's armband with that new blonde look. He's not a man who normally draws attention to himself in those kind of ways. It's his deeds on the football pitch that draw the attention, but he's up against Scott Brown here today, not for the first time. They are European foes of old. Brown, in fact, was once sent off in a Champions League match against Barcelona, and Celtic have shocked Barcelona before. Many long-lasting memories of Tony Watt's winner against them at Celtic Park. Today, it's a very different setup, a pre-season tournament here in Dublin, at the end of which silverware is at stake with the International Champions Cup.
You know, it's a gamble worth taking, because if you progress and you make the Champions League proper, then you get more funds to get better players. But you have to get there first, and it's huge for Brendan Rodgers, huge.
It is the first match of pre-season for Luis Enrique to assess his domestic all conquest last year. They didn't make the impact in the Champions League, but he would hope for. They did win a domestic double for the second year running. The toss-up takes place between Lionel Messi and Scott Brown ahead of this International Champions Cup tie. Put out wide by Roberto, who is an option this season to play right back, with Dani Alves now having left Barcelona. But today that position is occupied by Vidal, who's made the run ahead of Messi here. Roberto. Here's Roberto. Now Lionel Messi, it's Denis Suarez who's moved on, but that's just too long for him.
Yeah, a little bit heavy on the ball, but the vision is always there. Always moving. Celtic trying to play nice and compact. It's a run of Suarez. The surface has been greased a little bit here, so the ball does.
Vidal finding Messi. Denis Suarez.
Patrick Roberts will need to do his defensive duties today again. During the week against Astana, winning possession.
Limerick, a match that will revive memories of Britain's first ever European Cup success back in 1967 when the Lisbon Lions did their stuff. Ambrose. Interception by Camara. Thuram finds Messi. Lovely build-up again from Barcelona. Roberts held up Camara, but he still got a shot away just into the side netting.
Well played. Again, Barcelona always looking for the punctured pass. Patrick Roberts this time does what it looks as if he could have given it up there, prepared to work back.
Missing his penalty in the Copa America against Chile in the shootout. Messi takes over from Roberto and finds Arda Thuram.
Not got too much to aim at, just tried to put the laces through it, one for power.
Here's Messi, trying to play in Munir, just seemed to have the edge on Yanko, but he recovered. Roberto. The flag was up anyway against Lionel Messi. Denis Suarez. Here's Messi. Great possession again from Barcelona. And will it lead to Messi scoring? He's eased out of the way in the end by Sadi Yanko, and that was a crucial defensive intervention.
Yeah, it was top defending. I think everyone went to the runner. This is Messi's opportunity, just burst to life. Little ball there. Run seemed to go with Suarez, but then a little slip. I thought he was just going to take it first time, but Sadi Yanko, nice and strong, across him. It's good defending, isn't it?
Here's Luis Suarez. Messi. Messi looking to play Luis Suarez in, but it's away by O'Connell. Bittel. Izaguirre. McGregor. Messi. This is Luis Suarez. Ambrose trying to hold him up from being held off.
Covering from Ambrose. Great little run from Suarez.
Here's Denis Suarez. Now Vidal. Messi. Came in with a challenge, but what a ball from Messi. Out to Juan Camara. And Luis Suarez is in here. And pulls it across from Munir for a simple finish. But what a well-constructed goal from Barcelona that owed much to the instinct of Lionel Messi in picking out the man on the left side in the first place, and ends up with a due reward.
Yeah, he already has a picture in his head. On a corner with a tackle there, but you can already see the other side of the pitch. Lovely little feed out wide, and the run of Suarez is perfectly timed. I thought he was going to just cut it back there. Got a little hesitation through the legs of Ambrose, and again, like Griffiths, it's a little tap-in that these quality of players will not miss. He looks as if he's just playing his first game, doesn't he?
This guy's on the Euros through injury. Messi going short with the kick. Griffiths. Roberts has it all to do himself, who will have a lot of time to try and buy, and Barcelona players have flooded back. Griffiths in the way, which will allow Barcelona to surge if they can. This is Messi trying to go right through the middle. Ambrose up against him, uses the option of Luis Suarez. O'Connell standing his ground. Only for Munir to give Barcelona the comfort of a 2-goal lead for Barcelona going into the break. So at half-time, Barcelona leading 3-1. Looking to emulate the treble he achieved in his first season in charge. And why shouldn't there be such high expectations when you've got that man within your ranks? So Messi and Luis Suarez both off to the new season, but for Brendan Rodgers there are other priorities. He'll be relieved just to have got through a game against the likes of Lionel Messi with no serious setbacks ahead of the second leg against Astana.